Right, how's it going? Today on campus in Arusha is Dress Like Your Favorite Food Day. So I have my uh, Cider Donuts t-shirt on. This is it's the local minor league baseball team from where my family lived in New York, Hudson Valley Renegade. Anyways, it's a baseball t-shirt. And who doesn't love a cider donut? If you don't know what a cider donut is, it's a donut made with apple cider, which is kind of like apple juice. It has a little appley flavor, and then it's dusted in cinnamon and sugar. Yummy. But anyways, we're here to talk about your UK personal statement that you are going to write if you're applying to universities in the UK. It's also incredibly similar and really good guidance if you are writing a motivation letter for a European university, for most European universities, for universities in Canada and Australia and Asia, Hong Kong, for example. Many universities are looking for essays that focus on what you want to study and why, and how you're prepared. And that's what the UK UCAS personal statement is all about. And so we're going to use this as our model if you're applying to someplace that wants to know what you want to study and why and how you were prepared. So we are going to talk about what it is, what they're looking for, give you some tips, talk about the changes for the UCAS essay personal statement for 2026, and then get you started. Okay, so this is a reminder for students that we have our virtual university essay workshop coming up May 13th, 14th, and 15th. You will have one meeting with one representative, either from a university in the UK or Europe or in the US, depending on what type of essay you are writing. And then you'll have a chance to get feedback. And I will just say, this might seem stressful now. This is today's March 20th, so we're talking about 2 months away, a little bit less than 2 months. But you will have a draft of an essay written. It won't take you that long, actually, a couple of hours between drafting and then revising. And then you're going to get really solid feedback, which means by the end of this school year, you will have a really solid working draft, which will make your break in June and July, and then the start of next school year much less stressful. So that's coming up and more details to come. Okay, so what is a personal statement? It's a chance to showcase why you are a good fit for a university course that you're applying for. And it has a limit of 4,000 characters and 47 lines. And I'm just going to come out of my PowerPoint here for a moment if I can. Oops. Yeah, and I'm just going to go here to the UCAS website. So let's just say I'm interested in studying PPE. So I'm going to go here to courses. This is the landing page for UCAS. I'm not signed in currently because I wanted to show you without being signed in, but you should create an account if you're planning to apply to schools in the UK. It's quick and easy. All right, so I went to courses. And I'm just going to type PPE, which is philosophy, politics, economics. And I'm going to look and see. I just want to show you this. Okay, so this pops up, and you'll see I've got 130 courses from 45 providers that come up. And I'm just going to dive in here to this first one at the University of Warwick. And when I click this, it gives me a bunch of information about the course summary, how to apply. But what I'm going to go to right now is the entry requirements. And what's great about the universities in the UK and much of the world as compared to the US, which is very opaque and wishy-washy about what they're looking for in applicants, they're pretty specific here. Okay, so if I'm looking to apply for PPE at the University of Warwick, I'm looking to have 38 points total out of 45, which includes a 4 in higher level maths there. I'm adding the S in for my British English, whereas I would say math without the S in American English. 4 in higher level maths or 5 in standard level maths. Both AA and AI are accepted. Okay, so this is great, right? So I'm showing you this because when you meet the requirements, you have the IB score they're looking for. Then they're looking at why you're a good fit for this particular course. Okay, so that's what they're looking for when they're reading. Okay, and this is a lovely quote, I think. A personal statement or statement of purpose forms part of your application to study at a university in the UK. It's your first opportunity to showcase your skills, ambition, and experience in your own words, and let the admission staff know how suited you are to the course you're applying to. A well-written personal statement could be the deciding factor in whether or not you are offered a place at a university in the UK. All right. So what are they looking for? Here are four big things they're looking for: motivation and commitment, leadership, teamwork, and communication, research into your chosen subject, and any relevant key skills. So if I'm again saying that I want to study PPE, politics, philosophy, and economics, I think, I should know this, shouldn't I? Yeah, philosophy, politics, and economics. Yep, I said them in the wrong order, right? So I would read a bit about the course, obviously, and know what I'm applying for. But maybe I'm interested in going into law, and that's my motivation, or I want to do something to make an impact on policy or government, and I think that having this combination of courses will help me. So that's my motivation. Then they're going to look and see like what kind of relevant skills and experiences do I have. Okay, so, oops, wrong way. Um, yeah, I thought this is another nice quote. When we consider an applicant, we want to understand why someone has applied for the course, what interests them about it, and what inspires them to pursue education and a career in this area. An applicant is more than a set of qualifications, so it's not just your IB score. Of equal importance is what they do outside of their studies. We use the personal statement to understand this. Okay, here's some tips for writing your personal statement. I recommend that you pause this and read through. I'm going to highlight a few of my favorites that I think are really important. One, the second one here, your personal statement will be read by all of your UCAS choices. So you apply to 5 different programs. Let's just say I apply to 5 PPE programs at 5 different universities. Then I'm not going to say, University of Warwick is my top choice because blah, 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 because the other ones will also see what I'm writing. And then I think this third to last one here, use evidence of your learning and growth to support claims and statements to say, I really care about making a difference in the economic lives of people. That's one thing to say it, but can you say, okay, so to prove this, or you wouldn't say to prove this, but as an example, I've been volunteering at a local school and teaching students basic personal finance skills to try and increase opportunities for those students. Those examples are what they're looking for. And this last one, leave plenty of time to edit your personal statement to avoid any last minute panic. And that's why we have this workshop coming up in May, which is many months before you will actually submit this. Okay, there's lots of other great tips here. Okay, there are some changes for the 2026 cycle, and I think they're actually really positive changes that make life easier for you as a student who's planning to apply to universities in the UK. So take a moment and click on the link to the video. It's a 3.5 minute video, I think. But the key thing, the key difference, the key change is that the personal statement now has 3 questions. It used to just be, here's some guidance on what you might write in your personal statement. Now you have 3 separate questions to answer. Why do you want to study this course or subject? How have your qualifications and studies helped you to prepare for this course or subject? And what else have you done to prepare outside of education? And why are these experiences useful? All right, and so if we click here on this link here, which takes us to the new personal statement for 2026 entry, you'll see they have all kinds of information. The new personal statement questions is what we're going to click on here. And underneath each of these questions, they have guidance. So what I love about the UCAS website and the personal statement guidance, very specific. It's not super open-ended. It really guides you in what they're looking for you to write in order to answer the questions well. Okay, that's really, really helpful. All right, we're going to go on to top resources. So the UCAS website in general is a really fantastic resource, and we were looking at that earlier. So I recommend you start there. We just looked at this third resource, letter C here, writing a personal statement for the 2026 cycle. That was this one. Lots of great information. What is a personal statement? How has it changed? This is that video I think that I had linked before, which is just a quick 3-minute video. The questions talks about using AI and ChatGPT and how to do it in a way that is helpful and not going to hurt you in this process, what colleges are looking for, all kinds of great information. Really, really good website. Then the other thing I have linked here is also on that page, it had the 2026 personal statement guides. So I'm going to click this. This is fantastic. This is new for this cycle, is that if I'm interested in, say, chemical engineering, and I want to apply for those courses, it has a guide specifically for me for writing to apply for chemical engineering programs, and it talks you through how to do this. So, really specific guide, examples, questions for you to consider. It talks about subject tasters and virtual work experience, do's and don'ts, how to set yourself apart, what they're looking for, some more tips to consider, and find out more about chemical engineering here. So chemical engineering subject guide, careers. So all kinds of things that will help you research this course and be prepared to write a really strong personal statement. So those are the website resources. There's many more resources on there. These are the 3 that I thought would be helpful. And then I threw in a few other guides and resources I think are helpful, including some that have some example personal statements with why, annotated why they're good or not good. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty straightforward. It is, I think, a really great essay because you get to showcase yourself and what you're interested in, and it's very direct and it's very guided. So that is my guidance for you. I hope you feel prepared to write your personal statement. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. And that is all. Oops, I'm trying to stop my recording. Let's see if I can do this properly. More, sorry, I'm looking over here at my other screen. Stop recording. Boom. Have a good day.